Antigua Shipyard, map number 2. And to the right side of the map, we have the Empire player. This is...
Empire Violet.
Very, very strong game so far. Played well against MVP. Took the first game of his opponent in the last best of 3 series of the day.
His opponent over here at the 9 o'clock position, though, he has to win this if he wants any chance of advancing. His ID is...
Liquid TaeJa.
Big fan favorite. You know, both of these players are really popular in outside of Korea. You know, they're decently popular in Korea. I would say decently, but outside of Korea, they are really, really well known because of their performances in LANs. Obviously, TaeJa is in arguably the most popular foreign team, Team Liquid. So this is something that a lot of fans are on the fence about here this game. This is really, really a tough one to call. I noticed that on the Team Liquid poll, very few people expected Seed and Violet to advance together, and that may just happen.
Yeah, it may happen indeed, because so far things are looking very good for Violet. He played very strong in the last game, and he just showed his skill. He showed that he is pretty strong against Terran. And we talked a little bit about his recent performance against Reyna's Raiders, but now he is doing pretty good. Defeating MVP 2-0 and taking the first game of TaeJa, I would call that decent.
It's decent at least, man. I think Violet's going to go home happy, even if he loses here.
Well, if he loses today and he's out, he can still be proud of his performance. He can be like, okay, well, I've lost today, but I performed well. This is definitely not an embarrassing way to drop out of Code S, but so far, well, he's ahead.
By the way, he's seen everything, and he's got a fast gas.
Exactly.
I think he's going to do a Roach Baneling bust.
He might. He does not need the gas this fast if he wants to go for the Roach Baneling bust, but the thing is that with a fast gas, he will be safe against pressure with bio units, for example. He will get a fast speed. So I like that he's getting a fast gas. Personally, when I play, I actually like to use the style that we've seen of Symbol so often with the Queens, where you're kind of safe and try to focus on his economy. But if you hit your timings well and you control your units right, if you scout properly and know exactly what kind of opportunities your opponent's build order is offering you, then starting with the early gas just gives you a lot of possibilities, a lot of possible
this is really scary for TaeJa because he's seen the gas and he doesn't know what's going on. He saw that over 100 was mine too, so he's going to be freaking out a little bit. Roach Warren.
Very, very early, by the way. This is not going to be Roach Baneling. This is just
Roach.
Exactly. He's going for a small Roach attack. He's going to send a few Roaches out.
Maybe 5 to 7.
Exactly. 5 to 7 Roaches. That's what he's going to do. And just poking a little bit. Just saying, hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
Any siege tanks around? Any marauders? Bunkers? No? Awesome. Then I guess I'll kill some units.
There's no bunker yet. He's even moving out with 3 Marines right now to put some pressure on at least the watchtower.
The problem is that he's opening now with Hellions, TaeJa. And he's going for Reactor Factory Hellions, and they are really vulnerable against Roaches. 7 Roaches coming in.
4. Now he's got 2 more larvae.
Yeah, he has the gas, but he does not really have the minerals.
He has to wait for each mineral. Now he's going to get the last one as soon as he gets 75. 7.
There they are. You can play this with 9 Roaches as well. Oh, there we go, 8. And sometimes DRG played it with even up to 12. So it depends on your meta. It's a matter of preference.
Yep. How much do you want to commit?
Yeah. How much gas? How much resource? How many lava do you actually want to commit?
He's going for 9. He's got his Overlord on the way. Probably not going to follow this up with Speedlings, like you said. This is just a poke. This is a really good way to kill SCVs, but it's not going to be a game ender. It can be, but in this case, it's not. And 2 Lings actually going to allow him to take out these Hellions. 1 Hellion goes down. He needs to prepare to repair. Because these Hellions, these Roaches are already on their way. They're arriving.
The Banshee is something that will help him a great deal, but the question is how many units will Violet be able to kill? He's moving in right now, leading with the Roaches, trying to get into the main base now, sniping a few of these SCVs. He needs 3 shots to take down 1 SCV. So far, he didn't kill too many.
Cloak is on the way. It's a really great follow-up to this, and he's forcing a lot of lost mining time. He's targeting down SCVs now. He's not even going to attack the bunker.
He doesn't have to. It's only about the SCVs. You only need to do damage. He does not want to kill his opponent. Damage, that's all he wants to do here.
And he even takes out a Hellion. He's going to get a second one. Oh, nope. Depot's raised. Will he get the Hellion?
Close. That was really close.
That was extremely close.
But he might get a Hellion. I think he actually killed one.
Yeah, I got to go back and check. Yeah, he got it.
Yeah, one Hellion dead, but how many SCVs did he actually get? There they are, 10. 10.
Putting the count at 36 drones and 30 SCVs. Third command center on the way for TaeJa. A great fall because he didn't take a significant amount of damage. Or, okay, he took a significant amount of damage, but it wasn't too much. Oh, that's unfortunate. That 2 more lives. But from here, I think the third command center is by far the best choice. He has Cloak for his Banshees as well. It's going to really help him out. Unless he flies into the spores, got to be careful about that. That was scary. I felt like I knew how the Banshee felt there. He's like, why are you telling me to fly here? There's a spore crawler there. Why can't I control myself?
We had that earlier, what would units actually say to you if they would refuse?
Yeah.
I had another funny one. It's about the Immortal pulling a lethal weapon. You know John Murto?
No.
He's like, no, not John, but Captain Murto. He's like, I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah, I can see that, man.
Yeah, that on Immortal would be awesome. Well, the lair tech is halfway done, and of course, after this initial pressure, Violet was able to take down a few harvests, but keep in mind that TaeJa was ahead in workers because he was focusing on his economy. Violet was not. Violet took down a fair amount of units, and the whole engagement ended in his favor. But right now, we have him only ahead with 8 harvesters. This is something that we should not forget, and also TaeJa has a third base. Well, not really a third base. He has the third command center, is upgrading it to an orbital, which will give him an additional mule, but this is not... Violet did well in the early game, and he put the fight in his opponent's base, so it didn't give TaeJa the chance to be aggressive. But this
Look
game
at how much this
really
Banshee has done, by the way. He may even force a cancel here. He killed 3 tumors, and he will force a cancel potentially. The Hellions are around as well. He's gonna keep it alive, but man, was it scary. He's actually lost so many hit points. Both games, TaeJa actually damaging that third hatchery significantly one way or another. All sorts of pressure being put on here. Third command center is going over the third base location and the bottom at the 6 o'clock. TaeJa starting siege mode, getting tanks out, skipping the Hellion phase entirely except for the first 2 that he made. Really, I mean, he didn't skip them 100%, but after the roach attack, he just went straight into siege tanks. He's got medevacs coming out. Everything is lining up nicely for TaeJa. He's even ahead, not ahead in upgrades, but even in upgrades. He will be ahead soon.
The third base for TaeJa, the third base for Violet. Usually Antigua Shipyard evolves around the 4th base. We had this over and over again. Terran players try and love to use the medivacs. Here comes a double job in the main base as we talk about them.
If he gets the Evo chamber, man,
he sees them. Actually, TaeJa thinks that he's safe right now. He does not know about this Overlord. But he's moving in, and the Evo chamber, it will...
Finishes.
Yes, will finish in time with the upgrade, and then it dies. But where are the units for Violet?
He doesn't have any. He only has 2 roaches and 6 Zerglings right now. He just made a round of drones. He actually may just lose this game.
He was out of lava.
Yeah, he just made a round of drones.
That's why he didn't build.
He may actually just lose this game because of this drop.
He lost the pool. Oh, wow.
And now he can't make lings because he was out of larva.
Oh, wow. He had no lava.
He's going to lose his lair.
Oh,
well, he may not lose it because he's got a few banelings. It's going to come down to the targeting. Oh! Wow.
Oh, my God.
Well, this was terrible.
Beautiful.
Oh, he's going to lose the drop. Oh, he left it alive. I can't believe it.
And at the same time, we have the Banshee shooting. The Banshee is actually at the
7 kills already. Kills the extractor.
Wow, TaeJa, look at him, guys. Amazing. This timing was perfect. He didn't even know. Well,
he got lucky, but exactly. I mean, it worked out really well.
The timing was great. He was aiming for it. He got a little bit lucky because Violet did not have any units and no lava.
He's going back for the lair.
But this was so well done.
Well, he may not actually be able to get the lair because he hesitated a little bit, but he will get an Overlord and the Queen.
The Queen, it dies. And just the damage and the pressure that he applies now. 12 Mutalisks on their way. They're going to pop out in just a few seconds.
That's going to deter the drops. Yeah, that definitely helped. Nice Baneling targeting. Last moment there, he does end up losing everything because of those meters you just mentioned. +1 is on the way for Muse. He's going to be committing them a little bit more, but TaeJa, he just has so much. He's already attacking the third base rocks. He's killing creep tumors. He's everywhere, and Violet just does not have enough. He's spread way too thin here.
Oh, wow. That was great by TaeJa. And with all these Marines, as long as there are only a few Banelings, if he's careful with his split, he could actually just take him down with his army.
Yeah.
Well, he's building Zerglings right now, so this will change things. But with only 4 Banelings, he could have, if he could have attacked and pushed into the third, he would have done a lot of damage.
TaeJa has a 4th base. That's like all I need to say. There's like a silence as everyone at home is a Violet fan right now.
I just know how you feel as a Zerg when you discover that you are down in bases against a Terran player. Every time I'm playing a Scout and I miss the base somewhere, or you realize that your opponent is ahead in bases,
when you're committing,
as a Zerg, it's like...
When you're committing to a tech too that your opponent has spotted, it's like, oh.
Yeah, it's always like, okay, do I GG now or do I GG later? Of course, Violet is not typing GG here, and he still has a chance, but this is going to be one hard battle if he wants to turn things around here. He's
actually making these moves worth, you know, what he can, but the movements for TaeJa are just so good. He's got so many Marines to work with.
He's like a squirrel. He collects a Hellion, he kills a Marine. He's like hatching his nuts right now.
Yeah, man, that's actually a really, that's a good one. Oh, he's going for the lair. Well, he's going for the queen first, but then the lair.
And the main tire. Oh, no, the Mutalisks again. TaeJa, and he drops. Wow, Violet, he's fighting, but TaeJa, no.
GG.
Yeah, GG indeed. He's like this mean guy who runs to the squirrel, beats it on the head. Squirrel's unconscious, and he steals the nuts.
Yeah, man. Or he takes a giant net. It's just one squirrel, but he takes like a massive net gun and blasts the squirrel. The squirrel's like so tight, and the net can't even move. That's what we just saw. But he ties it up. Really well done. He ties the series, and I'm happy because we see a third game, and I want to see a third game between the two of them. The map choice is Daybreak, and this is going to be our final game of the night. This will determine who will advance and who will stay. Tension's mounting right now. By the way, I've seen both players play so well. While we're actually heading to the third map with Daybreak, did you mention earlier, did you really say that you don't know Lethal Weapon? No. Mel Gibson? Well, I've heard of it, but I never watched it. We have so much work to do. All right. Oh my god, I don't even know where to start. But you've watched Shawshank Redemption? No. Jesus Christ! Are you serious? I'm absolutely serious. Someone get me a replacement. I can't pass next to this guy. We have to do a lot with your education, my son. Well, have you seen The Hunchback of Notre Dame Disney film? Do you actually want to compare that? Of course I've not seen that, and I am proud of it. Oh my god. Oh, you girl. Oh. Wow. Have you seen Beauty and the Beast? No! What about Cinderella, man? Go away. Just All right, the countdown has started. This is our final match between Violet and TaeJa. Only one player will advance to the round of 8 of GSL Code S Season 3.